Hey, lovelies, welcome to this episode. As you know, this is being released the day after Remembrance Day. Here in Canada, Remembrance Day is November 11th. And it's a day dedicated to honoring those who came before us, their sacrifices, their stories, and their resilience. And it got me thinking about how remembrance is something we need not only on one specific day, but as a way to live our lives every day. Today, I want to reflect on remembrance in a way that connects with us, like especially in midlife. How does remembrance guide us? How does it help us make choices? How does it help us grow and stay connected to our past while we carve out our future? And I'm talking about, in a good way, all the past stuff that's serving us and helping us. In midlife, there's this beautiful opportunity to look back and reflect on what we've done, the lives that we've touched, the experiences that we've had. But unlike looking back in our younger years, we now have this special midlife perspective. It's like we get to see the picture as a whole in a way that we weren't able to see it before. So we're going to dive into how remembrance can actually shape our journey forward, adding meaning and purpose to our everyday. I think in midlife, we start to truly appreciate life's big turning points, like the big moments that shifted our lives and changed who we are and the trajectory of where our life was going, like big career changes, jobs that we took, where we moved away, or friendships, or losses and new beginnings. And sometimes those big moments are the ones that we remember most clearly, the ones that shaped who we are today. It's not necessarily what happened, but it's how we felt when something happened. When we have a big emotional response to something, then we remember it. That's why we remember it. So take a moment with me right now and think about one of those turning points in your life. Maybe it was moving to a new city, choosing a certain career path, meeting somebody who changed everything, or maybe it was experiencing a loss that transformed you. How did that one moment change you? It's powerful to recognize how much a single experience can shape our entire path. And remembering these moments isn't about being stuck in them. It's about honoring them. They give us guidance when we're navigating our next steps. Like we learn and grow from our past. Our past is always feedback. I like to call it everything is feedback for us. And we learn something and then we grow from it. One of the trickiest parts of midlife is balancing who we were with who we're becoming. We might have had a clear idea of ourselves in our 20s, our 30s, or even our early 40s. And now it can feel like we're changing again. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's powerful because we could create whoever we want to create. We could be whoever we want to create. How many of us look back and feel nostalgic or even sad for the person that we were? We remember our energy, our ambition, maybe even our fearlessness. But here's the secret. All of those traits, that spirit, it's still in us. We can carry forward with the best parts while shedding the things that no longer serve us. Whenever I'm coaching somebody, we always come to a thought or an experience or something that happened. It's like, okay, is it serving you to hold on to this? Because we hold on to stuff so tight because it serves us in a way, but it's not serving us moving forward. It's usually protecting us. So is it serving us and can we let it go? Those are the questions that we always ask ourselves. And in remembering who we were, we get to choose what we bring forward and what we leave behind. It's like packing for a new adventure. You take only the necessities, only what you truly need. And when we choose consciously, it's so much easier to create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Remembrance Day is about honoring others. And that theme goes beyond just one day. Think about the people who've shaped your life. Mentors, family members, friends, even the people who were only there for a brief season or just some encounter that you had, but they left, or that experience left a lasting impact. In midlife, I think we start to realize just how interconnected our lives are and how many people have helped us become who we are. Every single interaction shaped us in some way, shape, or form. Maybe there's a friend who always cheered you on, or a family member who supported you no matter what, or even a mentor who saw your potential in you before you saw it. These are the relationships that when we remember them, we honor not only their impact, but also the ways we carry their spirit or the spirit of that forward. They become part of us, woven into our story and who we have become. And when we reflect on those relationships, we can ask ourselves, how can I be that person for others? How can I show up, support, and inspire those who came before me? I was having a conversation with my son, Santos. I love the conversations I have with my boys. They are so deep. They're just so heartfelt. They're so powerful. And we were talking about meeting new people and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things that caught my attention was when he's talking about meeting new people and that, he said the biggest thing is just listening. Because so many people don't listen. They're just worried about themselves or want to talk about themselves or thinking about what they're going to say. But when you truly, truly, truly listen to somebody, even if you don't solve their problem, but just listen so that they feel heard, that is life-changing. And that is what part of what makes him such a fabulous human being is he is both my boys are very, very deep listeners. And so I wanted to share that because that is super, super powerful stuff there. And one of the gifts of midlife is the ability to reflect deeply, to look back on our journey so far and to truly appreciate it. Truly appreciate it. Gratitude is such a powerful practice. Gratitude is one of the top vibrations, the highest vibration, being grateful. So the more gratitude you have in every moment, the more powerful, the bigger the life you're going to live. So why is it so powerful in midlife? Why is reflection, why is gratitude so powerful in midlife? Because we've had the experiences, the wins, of course, the losses, the moments of joy, the struggles, the tears, all of it. We got the full picture. And we know that every single step of the way has contributed to who we are. It has shaped us in some way, shape, or form. That's how powerful it is. So take a few seconds right now, even while you're listening, to bring to mind something you're grateful for. Maybe it's a lesson that you learned. Maybe it's a person in your life right now, or a strength that you've gained, maybe that came out of adversity. Reflecting on these things doesn't just feel good, it's grounding. It's empowering. It connects us to our own story. And it gives us a sense of peace as we continue forward. Remembering what we're grateful for can be a way to feel more centered, more present, and more connected with what really, really matters. As we move forward, the idea of legacy becomes really powerful. It's not about fame or big grand accomplishments. It's about impact, intention, and the mark we want to leave on this world. It's like who we are as a person, how we touched people's lives. In midlife, we get this beautiful window to consider what we want to be remembered for. What do we want for our kids, our friends, or even our communities to remember about us? How do we want to be remembered by all of the people that are important to us? And let's not wait until we're ready, because remember, we're never ready for anything. No matter what you're going to do it now. Now is the best time. How's that expression go? It's like, when was the best time to start? Yesterday. And then yesterday's gone, so now is the best time to start. So let's not wait till we're ready to start building that legacy. Let's start living it now. Remembering isn't just looking back. It's using what we've learned to shape the present and build a future that aligns with our values. We're not living in the past. We're just taking what we've learned and applying it to this moment so that we can be the best version of ourselves. Whether it's kindness, curiosity, love, or resilience. Let's live those values every single day, because the legacy we leave is built in the way we live each moment, the choices we make, the connections we build, how we treat every single person, how we show up in every single moment. This is where the magic of remembrance meets action. And I want to let's go deeper with this. You know me, I like to go deep. I like to think when we come here to Earth School, I call it Earth School, because Earth School is the furthest we can get from being energy. Like our soul is just energy, and it never dies, it just transforms, because energy can't die. So being in a physical form is the most uncomfortable we as an energetic being could ever possibly be. So this is the furthest from enlightenment we can be. And we come here, this is just my opinion, my thoughts. I just want to offer them up and see try what you like, try it on, see if it serves you, and if it doesn't, just get rid of it. I just wanted to share, though, just food for thought on this day that we're remembering and being contemplative. That when we come here, there's a reason why we're here. We're here to learn a specific lesson. And all the people that we come across have agreed in spirit form that they're going to help us with this lesson. So if we need to learn forgiveness, it's that person that wronged us that is helping us to learn that. If you believe that or not, like, think about that from a higher perspective. But the really crazy part is that when we're born, when we come here, we know what our purpose is. When we're teeny little babies. And then as we grow up, what happens? It gets conditioned out of us because of society, because of environment, because of family. And I'm not saying our family is intentionally conditioning this out of us so that we forget why we're here, but that's just survival. Our families, our parents, they teach us what they know so that we can survive and we can have a good life. And what they're teaching us is what they learned from their parents. So more often than not, we're getting like second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, like information that's just passed on that was never questioned. And you can imagine a dinner time conversation at my house. We question everything. We question all things, and we love it. And we come up with the most profound ideas ever. So I want you to question everything. That's one of the things I'm saying. But also, as we get older, we forget why we're here. And then we get caught up in like the matrix of just being in the grind of things, following what we think we should be doing. And then we forget why we're here. And that's why in midlife, we kind of have an awakening. And people experience a midlife crisis because they're like, whoa, I know there's more to life than this. This is what happens. People kind of wake up and be like, there's more to life than this. Who am I? Why am I really here? It's not for this 9-to-5 job, right? The purpose of people being born isn't just to like be born, work, and then die. No, it doesn't happen like that. There's something bigger. What is it? And that's when people go into this deep search for why they're here, which they knew in the first place. And then life happens and it gets forgotten because we're too busy lifing, like we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, what we're trained to do, what we're taught to do. When you go to schools, you just sit in a desk and you just listen. Like, that's not a creative way for creative kids to learn. But it's teaching them how to do as they're told, to fall in line, to, do what everybody else is doing. I call it the OEO, like OEO, EO, the guys on the ship just rowing, just doing what you're told to do. And So I want to offer this up because we're all midlife women here. It's like if you're going through what feels like a midlife crisis, it's not. It's like you know that there's a reason why you're here, and it's starting to like remind you. It's like, hey, remember me? And you're like, what is it? What is it? So it's more when you're reinventing yourself. It's not from scratch. It's more of a remembering. And when I am always here cheering you on, you can do anything. If you can think it, you can create it. It's because it's in there. All you have to do is access it. That's the beautiful part. All of that is available to you. You just have to access it. And it starts with the thought that it's possible. That's where it all starts. Anything is possible. I won't accept any thought less than anything is possible. And when I think that, I create amazing things. And that's what I want for you too. So on this Remembrance Day or post-Remembrance Day, I want you to also include the remembrance of who your spirit is, why you're here, what your mission is, what your lesson is. Dig deep, listen to those deep yearnings, because that's what that is. That knowing, that sensing. It's like, I don't know what it is, but there's something. I'm meant for more. I don't know what it is. I got to do these things. I don't know what they are, but I just feel something. Yes, listen to that, because that's your soul speaking to you, wanting you to hear your message of why you're here, the magic that you have to offer. So embrace it. Be curious about it. Have fun with it. Let that be an adventure that you go on. I love this for you. I love this for all of us. Curiosity will always win the day. Curiosity will get you to where you want to go. Always, always, always. So as you go about your day today, I invite you to pause and remember. Remember the people, remember the moments, and remember the values that make up who you are and who you are becoming, who you want to be, who you are on a cellular, soul-based, energetic level. So good. Let this act of remembrance ground you, let it guide you, and let it inspire you, because anything is possible. And each day is another chance to live aligned with what truly matters. Live aligned with who you truly are. So here's to honoring your past, celebrating your present, and creating a future that feels deeply, authentically true. Thank you for listening. Always, always, always love yourself first and have an amazing day.